Hi, we're going to look at high pass sharpening today. It's a nice way to sharpen an image because it only affects the edges inside of the image. It also doesn't add noise as some of the sharpening options do. So I have this picture of my son, which I really like, but unfortunately when I zoom on in, you see that I am not the world's greatest photographer and he has a little bit softness in his eyes. So what I'm going to do is first we're going to go ahead and duplicate the background. Now I could drag this down to the page icon and duplicate, but I can also just hit Command J and it copies it or jumps it, which is how I think of Command J, to a new layer. To apply the effect, we're going to go up to Filter, come on down to Other, High Pass. And High Pass goes in and it turns everything gray and shows you the contrast in the edges. You can go ahead and dial it in now, drag it left or right. That's a little light. If I come up to like 20, it's obviously way too much. Start to introduce all that color. All I want to do is get to the edges are nice and sharp. Somewhere around 5 works pretty good for this particular image. And it's actually okay to go a little more than you need because you're going to learn how to back it off in just a second. Click OK to accept it. And now what we need to do to make it show up is change the blend mode. Drop down to overlay. And if I click on the eye here, you will see unsharp and sharp. Now I look at this and the polka dots are actually a little too much. I don't need anywhere of that. I actually don't want the background sharpened either. So in this case, we're going to go ahead and add in a mask. Come on down, add in the mask. And right now the mask is white, which means everything is showing. Remember this, like if you turn on the lights in a room. If the lights are on, it's nice and bright white and you can see everything. If the lights are off, it's dark, you see nothing on that layer. So in this case, I want to make it black first. I'm going to hit Command Delete, which is to select your background color as based over here and fills the layer with that. So I turn everything to black and now my sharpening is off. So to bring it back in, I tap on my brush. I'm going to use my white foreground to paint back in my colors. Use my bracket key to size my brush in, and I'm going to paint in one eye, paint another eye, hit the nose, size it down a little more, come across the mouth, size it up, and a quick brush across the edge of the hair here. And that's all I really want. Once again, we can check the results. Turn the visibility off, turn the visibility on. I can see the eyes pop. It actually might be a little bit much, so the nice part is you go up to opacity and you drag it down to where you're comfortable with it. Do another quick double check. I think that looks pretty good. Go ahead and resize the image back out. Command 0 fits everything back into screen, and there you go. All you've done is sharpen just the features you want to see, left everything else alone, and that helps sort of restore this image.